need to clear my throat.
That's
Got
such a good intro.
phlegm. I know. Maybe.
God.
Just choke up all my guts. Don't worry about it. That reminds me of something which happened in The Walking Dead. Anyway, don't worry about it. Just don't block your ears. I'm not doing any spoilers. If you haven't read the title, guys, we're going to be doing a podcast. Oh my god. We're going to do a podcast on the Weeping Angels, a spotlight video, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
Probably the creepiest villains on Doctor Who. Yeah. I think it's the idea of them.
Yeah.
That they're so fast.
They're just like so like they're I don't know, they're just
Creepy.
they are creepy and like just
and really creepy.
hard to like when you're looking at them they're not really that scary.
No, because there's statues.
As soon
And
as you blink and then it's just they
they're
move
just
a
right
bit,
in front of you and you're like, oh, they move.
Mine, that is creepy.
That is pretty creepy, and they always make these really creepy faces where they're like screaming at you like rawr, and they just have their so really creepy.
Right,
they were in Blink, where the Doctor is hardly in it. Right. They were in the episodes Time of Angels and Flesh and Stone, which was one where they were in the caves on a different planet, running through the Byzantium, and then they were in Angels Take Manhattan, I think it's called. Yeah. And where Amy and Rory where they die. So sad. Anyway, and then they're also briefly in Time of the Doctor. Briefly, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it was only like for a second though, so there's no point in talking about that. It was just like a little reference that they do still exist, but we haven't seen them since. So there's not much hope for them. Yeah. Anyway,
should we start with the first episode?
Yeah, we'll start with Blink.
Blink. Yeah,
so I thought it was really good.
Yeah, it's good.
Quite a good episode. It's not the best.
Yeah,
but there are always flaws in a Doctor Who episode, but I think it's cool discovering. I mean, I did a review on this not too long ago with Kane, but anyway, yes, I'll talk about it briefly. That it's good how Sally Sparrow is discovering who the Doctor is, and if you, it's just good about that, and also whilst discovering who the Doctor is, discovering what these statues are and what they can do, as people around her suddenly disappear.
Yeah, that's just
it's
so
really
weird.
Interesting. It's really creepy.
And then her friend sends her a letter to that saying
I lived a long good life. I died of old age and all that.
Yeah.
And what I think is really interesting about the Weeping Angels is that they're debatably the most scariest, and yet they don't even kill you. They send you back in. Well, they're supposed to.
They did kill you in the next one.
Yeah, but. Let's just forget about that because I mean the Weeping Angels should only send them back in time. I think that's better.
Yeah.
Because they don't need to have the fear factor of them snapping people's necks.
I mean it kind of made them a little bit more scary when they did kill people. Well, I mean they're still technically killing them by sending them back in time, and then when they get to the location when they were sent back,
I've got to say though, I mean it's fascinating that they were so scary in Blink, and yet all they did was make you live to death. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Is that send you back in time?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's just fascinating how scary they can be, even though they don't really need the to kill.
I mean, how they defeated them, I think that was just a bit strange.
A bit of a cop out.
Yeah,
a little bit of a cop out. Maybe a bit of a cop out. I mean,
they just made the Weeping Angels look at each other. And then
they hinted at it all the way through the episode, so I suppose it kind of made sense. Right. But it doesn't make it... It was very anticlimactic.
Like, I thought, well, surely they're allowed to see each other move. I thought that would be kind of a thing. You're allowed to see one another move.
I suppose, but they did say... But the Doctor did specify that if they're seen by any living creature and they freeze to stone, that includes them, I suppose, and that's why they do that. Or that or something. But all the same, it's still a bit of a design flaw in their nature. Blink is a good episode. Flaws in it, sure, but it holds up as a good episode. So shall we just move on to Time of Angels?
Yeah. Okay.
So Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor, and Amy follow a river to this planet with a spaceship that crashed and they hear that a Weeping Angel's escaped. So they go inside, and they find that the ship has some luggage, and it's a bunch of dormant statues who turned out to be angels. Whoa! Plot twist. To be honest, I saw that coming. Yeah. I saw the I thought, the statues. There's no way they're there for.
Yeah, but I thought when there's that like recording that is just looping.
Oh yeah,
that starts moving.
That bit kind of creeped me out.
That was like
because she couldn't turn the telly off, could she? She couldn't turn it off.
Like, Amy, get out of there.
Yeah, and I think Amy was the first one to ever. I'm like, why didn't I think of that when she started like using one eye to relax one eye without blinking and then use the other one?
That was cool.
Yeah, I'm like, why didn't anyone else think of that?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy in with Sally Sparrow in the other episode could have done that rather than going. Just can't keep his eyes open. He has to like go. He just has to hold them open. Yeah, he's a bit of a stupid.
Stupid.
He's stupid. So
So then.
Yeah, so Time of Angels is a good one. It's all right. It's a good build up to the second part.
Yeah, I thought the second part was. I think
the cliffhanger was quite good.
Yeah,
because they're trapped from every angle, which is a typical Doctor Who stereotype cliffhanger where there's literally you don't know how they're going to escape. So he shoots the gravity globe and
and like where all the statues are
the weeping angels and all that. I think that's a really really good cliffhanger. Actually, I like that cliffhanger.
I do like how they're like killing them off one by one instead of just all at the same time.
Exactly. It adds to the suspense.
Yeah,
I'll say.
And that, like, when they start kind of like playing with them.
Yeah,
like, there's this guy. Definitely. He's not actually dead. He's just like, yeah, I'm still here.
I'm still alive. Oh wait, no, I'm not.
yeah, I'm dead.
I'm dead. Never mind. So, moving on to Flesh and Stone, the second half. The resolution kind of makes sense, but it's a little bit like too science fiction for me. Like the gravity globe makes them go upside down.
That just seems
if the gravity globe went off, then that means they would have fell to the roof, right? To the ship.
Know how they didn't die from that.
Yeah, impact. That's what I thought. I didn't die from the fall. That's what I don't understand. That maybe the gravity globe just like did a resto momentum from Harry Potter. Whatever.
So far we've mentioned Walking Dead and Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's a great start. Yeah.
Right.
I think it's kind of far fetched the resolution, but it works. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
it's not like plot hole.
It's not central. It's not massive. It's just like
it's just like it's a little bit of a nitpick. It's a little bit of a nitpick.
I mean, I can get over it quite fast.
Yeah, I mean, you can ignore it by the fact that they're literally as soon as that episode starts, they're chased by more angels. I think Flesh and Stone is good like that because it's still. Jumps right into the action. It doesn't take its time. It goes straight back into it. Oh, okay, we're straight back into Doctor Who. Okay. Yeah. Last week was crazy. It's great to find out that far fetched resolution, but
I can't remember what happens to Amy. She gets
Oh yeah, she saw the weeping angel in the telly, didn't she? In the last episode. So now she's like turning into an angel.
So she's like counting
down.
Yeah,
she's counting down.
So weird.
I didn't understand that in my first watching. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. And then I started to catch on when she got to 3, and I'm like, oh, she's counting down because the weeping angel's there in her mind or whatever, and her having to walk through the forest by herself
because you kind of like see them move.
I know because you see the heads move. That actually
they're just making sure that
scared
me. Is she looking or
because because the weeping angel's like that, and then they just turn their. That really creeped me out. Yeah. That really scared me.
I was so scared for Amy. I was like, oh god, what are they gonna do?
Yeah, it's just them just moving. Just like you can hear the stone just creak. I don't know how to explain.
No,
it's just creepy.
Yeah.
But and the bit before when the Doctor and River had to abandon Amy to find the heart of the ship or something. Yeah. They decide to leave Amy with a bunch of soldiers. The soldiers go into the light one by one.
They're like, wait, who do you mean? Don't worry, I'm just going to check that out.
Exactly. And it's like, oh, I forgot him too. They just forget each other. And it's good because it links in with the rest of the series. You know, the crack in the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of followed the 11th Doctor all the way through, rather than just series 5. It kind of followed through.
I think it's good that a Doctor has that. They have something following them.
Yeah, because I think plot lines like Bad Wolf or the Harold Saxon arc it kind of holds. It makes the story. It makes fans like more committed to the series. I love
going back and watching those episodes. Going, oh my god,
I
know what that
is.
I
remember that.
Well, Howard Saxon was like, I love those like little sneaky.
Yeah, you see the little hints.
Yeah.
Except the crack in the wall was a little bit in your face. Like, oh, there's a crack over there. There's a crack over there. There's a crack over there.
I still think it was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was good, but it was a little bit like, I think Stephen Moffat was still like, this was his first season as showrunner. So I think he's like, how do I work with this? How do I work with the whole continuity? Like... Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and he's made it memorable, all right. Making Clara a companion. Oh god. Anyway, yeah. So right. So what was I saying? We were saying about Flesh and Stone. Yeah. So it just concludes. I think the ending is kind of a bit far fetched. Like Blink, how they just suck them all into the crack in time.
Yeah, just
doesn't really make.
It's a little lazy. Really.
It's a little bit like it's a typical Sonic Screwdriver saves the day kind of thing. It's the typical kind of. I don't like that. I don't like the whole thing about the screwdrivers. The Sonic Screwdriver saves the day again, you know. Yeah. The Sonic Screwdriver is so overused in the new series. But yeah, so...
Good thing I watched it.
Yeah, so... Yeah. So, I think that does it for that one. So then the next one is Angels Take Manhattan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a good episode. I quite liked it.
It was a very good episode.
Very good episode.
The weird baby angel.
Oh yeah,
so strange.
The laughter.
Yeah,
that was really creepy. It was so creepy. The laughter.
Angels just have to be the most like the
creepiest
scariest
fucking creepiest little shits in the world, don't they?
Yeah, they have the.
Oh,
but
so
they
creepy.
Are really good. Oh,
so good, so good. The baby one. I think what's good about that episode, they never really did that again. They showed they made a new aspect of the Weeping Angels. Didn't they? They didn't really try anything like that again.
Like their children.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Probably. Oh. It was like, take your child to work day.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. No, the thing is though, the Statue of Liberty was Weeping Angel.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
except it wasn't even. It's not. Except realistically, the Statue of Liberty isn't stone, so that doesn't really make sense.
Right.
So, but whatever.
Yeah.
There's lots of plot holes in this story. Like, why doesn't the Doctor park outside New York in 1938 to pick up Amy and Rory, and stuff like that. There's a lot of plot holes in that story, which is very saddening. But we have to ignore them to enjoy it. I suppose that's a drawback to this episode. But the angels in the episode are really good.
Yeah,
and I like the guy who collects stuff. He met an unfortunate end in the episode, which I found kind of disturbing. What do the angels actually do with him after what he's done to that angel? I found that a little bit creepy to think. What did they actually do to that man?
I kind of like when River Song got injured and
and
kind of
that's character development. Yeah, it's good.
Like, stop it, bad.
You bad boy.
Yeah.
So,
I also I kind of like how they went back to sending people back in time, so snapping their necks.
Yeah, I like that they went back to that because I think they know that they made the mistake, even though it made them more threatening at the time. I mean, looking back, it's not that. They made it. They made a good job of it in that one episode, Time of Angel and Flesh and Stone, but they didn't. It's good that they were like, nah, the Weeping Angels aren't supposed to do that. We'll go back to what they're supposed to do. They don't need to kill people. They can just send them back in time and they're scary enough.
Yeah.
And the whole thing about Rory being sent back in time loads of times just to feed off his time energy. Yeah. I find that really creepy. And Amy is determined to save Rory from that fate.
Yeah.
And I found it so heartbreaking about them making the choice whether Rory kills himself and then he saves everybody else,
and
then they end up alive again in the graveyard. But it's beside the point. That was really upsetting, to see them just. Oh,
yeah. So
the thing is though,
that was.
Yeah,
he's not gonna save them or anything.
No,
he's somehow work it out. Just gonna move on now.
Yeah, exactly. And because in the graveyard, Rory leaves, and then Amy makes the choice to go with him.
Yeah,
because the Weeping Angel sends him back in time after all that. Yeah, a bit annoying. I think Stephen Moffat has a habit of not letting his characters go.
Yeah.
Because he kills off Amy and Rory in that episode when they jump off the tower, and then they do it again in the graveyard. He has to make sure that they're dead.
Yeah.
And then he does that again with Matt Smith's Doctor when he's regenerating in the tower. Yeah. And then he does it again when he's in the TARDIS. And then they do it again with Clara in Face the Raven when she dies. And then the Doctor brings her back.
Mm.
He won't just let his characters go sometimes. And I bet Peter Capaldi will get shot like 10 times. Then he'll regenerate and it turns out he didn't.
Mm.
But yeah.
Yeah, so anything else? Or no?
Not really. I mean, Weeping Angels are really interesting villains.
Yeah,
I like them.
Maybe bring them back.
They need to be back.
Yeah,
they need to be back. We haven't seen them in a while.
They could be maybe their first episode. It's like quite scary, episode or something.
Yeah, they need to make the Weeping Angels scary because I can see them losing their fear factor if they use them like they've used the Daleks too much. They've used the Daleks too much, which makes them not scary anymore. Whereas they were scary like early, like 1960s and 70s, but they lost their scariness the more times they used them, and the more times you get them like running around chasing people and not killing anybody, just making them look stupid. And I can see them doing that with the Weeping Angels if they don't use them correctly.
Yeah.
But the Weeping Angels are really great villains. They haven't been screwed up yet.
Yeah. Okay.
And hopefully the new showrunner knows how to work with them. Chris Chibnall, please don't ruin them if you're going to use them. Anyway, how about do it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yes.
It wasn't as long as the last one.
No, it wasn't. The last one was like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Anyway, Kane.
Stole your mug.
Oh, right.
Anyway, yeah. We'll see you guys next time.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.